Good morning, students. In today's video, we will see regarding the actuation of direction control valve. In our previous video, we have seen what are the direction control valve, what are the types of direction control valve, and now we will see how they are actuated, by what medium they are actuated. Actuation means the force which helps to actuate the valve. Actuation means opening and closing of the valve. So now there are different types of actuations. In previous video we have seen how many types of actuations are there: manual actuation, solenoid actuation, uh, hydraulic actuation, and pneumatic actuation. So there are four different types of actuation. So in this video we will see first the manual actuation. What is the how does the actuation takes place in order to operate the valve? Now you can see here this valve is operated by a force of the hydraulic fluid. Manual actuations are those actuations in which the spool is operated manually. The opening and closing of valve is operated manually with the help of human being. The leverage, or some cam or rack and pinion mechanism. So the direction control valve which are operated manually with the help of manual actuation, all these type of valves are under the actuation of manual actuation. Other in this arrangement, the spool end is of roller or a pinion and gear type. At the lever side, there it is either given the uh, rack and pinion, or some cam and follower mechanism, or some attachment which actuates the valve in order to operate and open and close the valve. Normally we have seen, for example, in BRTS buses we have seen the closing and opening of the door of entry and exit is controlled by the driver. It means driver is operating the lever, and based on that the valve is being open or closed. So here the we can say whatever the actuation is done, it is done manually with the help of uh, leverage or hand manual force in the system. Now let us see what is solenoid actuation. Before we move to the solenoid actuation, let us understand what do you mean by the solenoid. So you all are familiar with the word solenoid. What is solenoid? Solenoid is a device which consists of solenoid is a device which consists of a plunger with an hydraulic coil. So you can see here, this is the solenoid, and these are the spool, or you can say actuating valve. The hydraulic coil, electric coil is connected or surrounded with a plunger and a metal piece. This metal piece moves forward and backward by supplying an electricity to this armature in the coil, and whatever the magnetic field is generated in this armature will energize the valve to move forward and move in a backward direction. So this is how the solenoid valve is operating. Nowadays, common solenoid valve is used very commonly because it is easy to operate, and even the maintenance cost is very less in it. So the solenoid valves are very much in common use nowadays. Once again, I would like to repeat, friends. Uh, दिस इज़ द आर्मेचर और ए मेटल पीस. उसके चारों तरफ ये इलेक्ट्रिक कॉइल वाइंड की गई है, और इस कॉइल में जब भी हम एनर्जी सप्लाई करेंगे, इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी, दिस विल एनर्जाइज बिकॉज ऑफ इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक फ्लक्स. ये प्लंजर को लेफ़्ट या राइट अकॉर्डिंगली मूव करेगी. तो यहाँ पर कोई भी मैन्युअल एप्लीकेशन नहीं है. मैन्युअली only we have to operate the electric switch or the source of supply, electric supply, in order to control the valve. So the main advantage of this solenoid is the less switching time. It is very responsive, very quick, responsive, and easy to operate, and very low maintenance. So this type of valves are nowadays used commonly. Now the next is hydraulic actuation. Now hydraulic actuations are those actuations where the hydraulic force is used in order to operate the motion of the valve, that is the pilot actuated valve. So in figure you can see this is the needle or needle valve, this is the pilot valve. Now whatever the flow, this type of actuation is usually known as pilot actuated valve, and the diagram is shown here. In this type of actuation, in this type of valve, the actuation is done with the help of hydraulic force or hydraulic pressure, which is directly applied on the spool of the dark blue color device. There is piston with connecting rod on both sides. This device is termed as spool. So the direct hydraulic force is applied on the spool. The pilot port is located on one end of the valve. Fluid which enters to the pilot port, it operates against the position and the force to move the piston in the left or rightward direction accordingly. So the needle valve is used to control the speed of actuation. So if the needle valve is in left direction, it means the orifice or the port is open widely, the speed will increase. And if the port is narrow, means the needle valve is closed or nearer to closing position, less fluid is passing through this, the piston or the port will or the spool will move very slowly. So based on this, the controlling of speed of the spool is done with the needle valve, which restrict the flow of hydraulic and or allow the flow of hydraulic. So friends, this type of, again they are somewhat complicated to manage. Maintenance, they are maintenance free. There is no electrical device or very the construction is very simple, but the operation is somewhat as per the requirement of our system. In previous manual and solenoid, the construction is somewhat bulky, but in hydraulic actuation, the construction is uh, very simple, and with the help of this needle rotating clockwise or anti-clockwise, you can control the by rotating this needle in clockwise and anti-clockwise, you can control the flow of or the speed of this spool. So this is how the pilot valve or the hydraulic actuation works. The next one is pneumatic actuation. Normally in pneumatic actuation, the DCV valve operates by applying a compressed air. The figure for previous and this is simple, same, but only the difference is through the pilot port the air will be supplied. So this air in hydraulic actuation, the hydraulic or pressurized oil is supplied through the port and flow is controlled with the needle valve. But in pneumatic actuation type, the compressed air is allowed to flow through this port, and the discharge of fluid or air is controlled with this needle valve. So in construction wise, it is similar to the hydraulic actuation. Only the, as I told you, only the difference is medium of actuation. Here the medium of actuation is air, and in hydraulic actuation the medium is hydraulic fluid. So again, these are construction wise it is similar, but they are very effective, because here the air is used which is available at free from the environment. Here no hydraulic fluid is used, so the cost also is reduced. In operating cost of this type of pneumatic actuations are reduced. In addition to that, the problems of leakage and spilling oil also are avoided. So this type of, the main advantage of this type of actuation is that the free compressed air is available from the atmosphere. We have to compress, free air is available only by compressing. We can utilize it, so operating cost is very less, and the leakage problems also can be resolved very easily. So these are how these 4 different types of actuations are done. This type of actuations are termed as direct actuations, because if we see the manual actuation or hydraulic actuation or solenoid actuation, they are directly connected to the valve or direction control valve which controls the actuator. यानी जो पिस्टन सिलेंडर है उसके साथ जो वाल्व कनेक्टेड है, डायरेक्ट उसी वाल्व को लीवर से या सोलेनॉइड से या हाइड्रोलिक फ्लो से या न्यूमेटिक फ्लो से उसको कंट्रोल कर रहे हैं. सो दिस ऑल आर टर्म्ड एज डायरेक्ट actuation system. Now let us see what is the indirect actuation of the direction control valve. Indirect actuation of direction control valve means there is no direct control done on the direction control valve which is directly connected to the actuator. जो भी वाल्व डायरेक्ट एक्चुएटर से कनेक्टेड है उसके साथ डायरेक्टली हमारा एक्चुएशन मैकेनिज्म है वो कनेक्टेड नहीं है. You can see the direction control valve can be operated by manual, mechanical, solenoid or hydraulic and pneumatic actuation. As we have seen, as I told you in the previous slide, that these are the direct actuation, actuation of the direction control valve. The mode of actuation does not have any influence on the basic operation of the hydraulic circuit. So only the actuation will control the motion of the actuator or the cylinder or the final either rotary actuator or linear actuator. Mostly the direct actuation is restricted to us with a smaller valves only because usually lot of force is not available. Now what is the limitation, I would like to tell you friends, इसकी limitations क्या है डायरेक्शन कंट्रोल वाल्व की और डायरेक्ट एक्चुएशन ऑफ द डायरेक्शन कंट्रोल वाल्व. डायरेक्ट एक्चुएशन में वाल्व की साइज के हिसाब से एक लिमिटेड फोर्स हम अप्लाई कर सकते हैं और एक साइज से ज़्यादा वाल या कंट्रोलिंग वाल हम ले भी नहीं सकते हैं. तो उसकी वजह से जो एक्चुएशन फोर्स है वो एक लिमिटेड और रिस्ट्रिक्ट हो जाता है. सो दिस इज़ वन ऑफ द डिसएडवांटेज ऑफ द डायरेक्ट एक्चुएशन वाल्व थ्रू मैनुअल, मैकेनिकल, इलेक्ट्रिकल और hydraulic actuation or pneumatic actuation. But by using this indirect actuation, अगर हम indirect actuation यूज़ करें तो हम फोर्स को और भी बढ़ा सकते हैं. In practice the force required to shift the spool is quite higher, therefore the larger valves are often indirectly actuated in the sequence. This is the disadvantage of the direct actuation system. So for indirect actuation system, a smaller valve is actuated directly and the flow from that smaller valve is directed to either side of the larger valve. So the small valve, so now the force is being multiplied and very small force is used to actuate very large force. So in the next slide we'll see the diagram of this, how it is being actuated. So the control fluid can be supplied by the same circuit or by a separate circuit. So in indirect actuation system, there are two circuit or a different circuit which is used to supply a fluid or hydraulic pressure to the main circuit. These two valves are often incorporated as a single unit, and these valves are also termed as electro-hydraulic operated DCV valve. Now in figure we will see, now here you can see step 1, step 2 and step 3 are allotted. Now in step 1 this is the neutral position. Right now this here for the circuit you can see this is the main actuation valve and this is the actuator, this is the DCV valve. Now this DCV valve is operated by this 1 and this 2. These are the two actuation valve. Now here there is no control, only the control is done by this valve. So you can see here the push button or the leverage is applied or a solenoid type system is used. You can, any valve is used. So whatever the actuation is done on this valve, and based on this right now in the step 1 you can see the plunger is inside. So in step 2 when we push here, the fluid flow through this valve. This is two-way 3-position valve, two-way 3-port valve. So whatever the fluid is passing through this, it will go to this DCV valve, and this DC valve will exert a pressure on this on the actuator, and actuator move towards the right. It means the fluid is flowing, the dark green arrow you see, the fluid is flowing in this direction. Whatever the fluid was available here in step 1 is returning through this valve to this return port. Now here you can see, friends, why this is called an indirect system. The reason is uh, the secondary valve is operated, and that flow, whatever the flow is, that it is supplied to the main DC valve, and this DC valve controls the actuator. So whatever the smaller force is generated here, that will be transmitted to this system, and here there is no direct control on this valve. That's why it is termed as indirect control system. In step 3 you can see now this valve is pushed, and the flow is being done by from this port in this position to the on this right side of the plunger or the actuator, and the actuator moves towards the left, and whatever the fluid was available here, now it is returning through light blue line to the tank. So here, friends, you can see uh, these are the main, this is the main DC valve, and this is secondary DC valve, which controls the operation of the main valve. So here there is no direct control on the main valve. Whatever the controls are done on the, they are on the secondary valve. So I hope the actuation of the valves, uh, the topic is clear to you, how the actuation takes place. What is actuation? Actuation is the operation of valve. It means opening and closing of the valve. Again, there are 4 different types. These all four types are the direct control system, the direct actuation system, that is mechanical or manual, solenoid type, hydraulic type, and pneumatic type. And the second is indirect control system. So indirect control system, again all 4 mechanism can be used, either manually or solenoid or pneumatic or hydraulic, but that is not controlled with the main, that is not controlled with the main DC valve. It is controlled with the secondary DC valve. So I hope the topic is clear to you. Thank you very much. I also request you all to subscribe our channel ssit.gandhinagar. Thank you. Thank you very much.